Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, to the elders, apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the, the, the apostles, the bishops, the teachers, the evangelists, teaching in truth and sincerity all over the earth and the four winds, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This your brother Aram Yahawada with the lesson. And it says, this is AP News, where they support independent, fact-based journalism, right? It's world news. And it says, more than 1,300 people dead during Hajj, many of them after walking in scorching heat, right? Enmity, it's this whole thing. Supreme Court, Trump enmity rules. Clay Thomas, Joe Chewy Stock. Callan. Pie, whatever, I don't know. And Israel Hamas war. Right? Yeah. It says Cairo, AP, basically AP News, more than 1,300 people died during this year Hajj pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia as the faithful face extreme heat temperatures at Islamic holy site in the Desert Kingdom, Saudi authorities announced Sunday. Yes, Saudi Health Minister Fa'ad bin Abdulman Al-Jahel said that 83% of the 1,301 fatalities were unauthorized pilgrims who walked long distances in soaring temperatures to
soaring.
Yeah, I said soaring or soaring. I don't know, I say soaring, but I know people, your accent or whatever, however it sounds different or funny, whatever. Temperatures to perform a Hajj ritual.
Ritual.
Yeah, ritual in and around the holy city of Mecca, right? Yeah, I'm just go ahead and skip down to here. It says fatalities included more than 660 Egyptians, right? Which they're not really Egyptians, right? They're either Ishmael, might be some of them may be Esau, you know, some of them might even be Jake's, right? Israelites, but the main thing is the 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 the, the original Egyptians were very dark skinned and tall, right? You're not those people, right? But right, the South Sudan, those are the original Egyptians down in Sudan, South Sudan, the original Egyptians, but all but 31 of them were unauthorized unauthorized pilgrims, according to two official in Cairo, Egypt, has revoked licenses of 16 travel agencies that helped unauthorized pilgrims travel to Saudi Arabia, authorities said. So this, I guess, this thing ended up catching some type of backlash for all these people so-called dying, but really called Law Yum Yahweh, Basham Yahweh Shai. Because the God of the Bible, right? Regardless, you're trying to make it like these was so-called unauthorized people, but there's no such thing as being authorized or unauthorized. If you're traveling to so-called praise your God there, which is really no God, right? And it proves that the God of the Bible, hey, he controls all things, right? This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 27. It says, "What I tell you in darkness," right? Because it's gross darkness to people, man. This place called America is one of the darkest, but the world is in gross darkness, man. Right? However, would you be an Israelite or even an Israelite foreigner, right? One who may look like another nation, but your bloodline goes back to Israel, because you're in confusion. You have no idea of your father's father, your lineage, who you go back to. Not to mention the world in itself may tell you that the Bible is a farce. There's too many Bibles that it's been rewritten. It's been rewritten by man, and the Quran's the only one that's never been rewritten. But if you really dig down into it, the Quran comes from the Catholic Church. It was completely created by men. Everything about it is man. Between the Catholic Church and what's his name, Muhammad, is how you came about it. Muhammad was someone who couldn't read, right? So most of everything he had is plagiarized from the Bible, right? And then, of course, everybody wants to say the Bible is plagiarized off of Egypt, but it's no possible way it could be plagiarized off of Egypt, because there's customs and things that we keep that Egypt never kept, right? Starting with a man being with a man, right? It was plenty of homosexual things in Egypt, and they esteemed it. The Bible completely does not esteem homosexuality. So, right? So you're in complete darkness, right? So the Lord said, "What I tell you in darkness, that I speak ye in the light." And so, therefore, what we are known as the black Hebrew Israelites, and that's to throw on a stigma,
right? But it doesn't change that we're the Israelites, and the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is bringing forth that light, right? Right? And what ye hear in the ear, that ye preach upon the housetop. And that's the greatest housetop is what? Babylon the Great. Going out on the highways and the byways, the chief place of concourse, right? That is the housetop, right? Right? Capitol Hill. Especially if you're a brother that's out there in Washington, D.C., and you go out and prophesy. So that's a great place to be, right? Great place to prophesy. So, you know what I mean? May Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai bless them brothers. Shamar Patat, them brothers, man, for being out there, you know, in a place like that. That's a very dangerous place. I mean, senators and governors and stuff get knocked off. When you go out, hey, you got to have faith, man, right? And fear not them which kill the body, see, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, right? And we're in this hellish condition, right? Hell being a condition, but hell also being the grave, right? And the Lord said that we're in a low condition, that we're like dead bodies lying in the streets, that no one would suffer to bury us. You didn't know that you was an Israelite, right? That's a hellish conditions. The ghettos, the vadios, the reservations, right? At the bottom of the totem pole, right? And if they do elevate Israel, it's only so they can try to make themselves be better than the next Israelite, so you can vex them. So you have that what is it called, divide and conquer situation going on, right? You know, Latinos against blacks, Bloods and Crips. All these things are devices, and in order to divide and conquer, right? You Israelites, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, right, are not two sparrows. Right, because here it is, these people are all in Mecca, right? And you might have these Israelite foreigners who didn't know, but a lot of them they're just heathens, right? So it doesn't really matter if they confess the Lord, the Father, before men, right? It doesn't matter if they confess the Lord, but you as Israelites, whether you know or you don't know, it was your job, whether you know or you don't, it's your job to confess Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai before men. Right? And it says, are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father, without Yahweh. Yeah, without Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, nothing dies. So you got 1,000, what is it? 1,000 and one people, or whatever it was, 1,000. Matter of fact, let's check it out again. That's what it was. I kind of forgot what it was, but it was 1,301, right? This one says 1,301 fatalities, right, in Mecca. Yeah, so 1,301 fatalities in Mecca, and not one of them happened without Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's permission. But the very hairs on your head, right, dealing with the Israelites, it's not talking about everybody, it's talking about the Israelites, are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore ye are of more value than many sparrows. So we don't have to fear, right? Because we're more value than many sparrows, right? Right? We're not going to go around there and walk around, dance around a rock and pretend like that's God, right? I mean, that don't begin to make sense, right? You know? You go to prison and become a Muslim for the perks, right? So yeah, you're more, ye are of more value than many sparrows, man. Not one sparrow can fall to the ground unless the Most High says so. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai says so. So whatsoever, therefore shall, well, whosoever, Slakia, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men. See, and that's what I was saying. You're in Mecca. You're not there to confess Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai before all those men. Man, it'll be a massacre. You'll get stoned and killed and beat or driven out, right? And that'd be lucky if you just get beaten up and pushed away. But most likely, amongst those people, you'll get killed. And they have a God that couldn't save him from a heat, from what is it, what do you call that? You know, what is it called? Heat stroke, whatever. You know what I'm saying? 1,301 people died of heat stroke, right? All at one time, man. What power did that, man? Right? Then the guy had nerves to say, "Oh, it's because it was unauthorized pilgrims." Well, Allah is supposed to be in control whether you live or die. If this Allah, but the Allah we have, which means power. Allah just meaning power. Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, power. Allah, a power, right? Had power to put to death 1,300 people, 1,301 persons, right? And your Allah, right, which is not really meaning anything because you don't have a God, right? Your God is but granular stone, right? It don't have no breath in it. So whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father, which is Yahweh Shai is confessing us before the Father. So you need the Father and you need a Savior, right? And if you're an Israelite, that this is your power, whether you hear or forbear, or whether you know or you don't know. Hey, you're still responsible, right? Which is in heaven, right? So we have a power which is in heaven and not in a fucking stone in Mecca that you can walk around it. That is absolutely absurd. Yeah, so this is Amos chapter 6 verse 9. And it shall come to pass, if there remain 10 men in one house, that they shall die, right? So the people die in a multitude, right? So one sparrow, not even one sparrow can fall from the sky unless the Most High sanctions it. And if you take many sparrows, and many sparrows pass and fall dead from the sky, many sparrows at one time dropping dead, the Most High allowed it, right? Same thing as many people, right? 1,301 people died at one time, or 10 people in one house. The Most High sanctioned that, right? And a man's uncle shall take up him, right, the dead bodies, and he that burneth him, right? You know, you may cremate him or whatever it is, or maybe that's how he died. He died in a house fire or whatever, right? You may try to grab the remains or whatever, however they go about it these days. A lot different in biblical times, right? But you get the gist of it, right? To bring out the bones out of the house, right? The dead bodies, the pieces, right? And shall say unto him that is by the sides of the house, is there yet any with thee? And he shall say, no. Then shall he say, hold thy tongue. Hey, man. hold your tongue, man. Don't you don't need to say nothing, man. Right? For we may not mention the name of Yahweh, right? Because we're now you complaining. Where was God? Where was God in your life? Where was the Most High in your life before the situation? How much was you serving Him? How much were you seeking for Him? Right? See, people like to say, where was God? Where was God? Why didn't God help? If there's a God, where is He at? Well, where was you at? How much service did you do for Him? Right? Right? Yeah, so this is Amos chapter 6, verse 11. For behold, which means feast your eyes, look, pay attention. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai commandeth, and He will smite the great house, right? So all that greatness that you say that you are, all this greatness that, you you swear allegiance to another God, all these other great so-called things you do, you got your money, your this, all this other things that you say that you are, right? But hey, the Most High, the true God, has power, and He will smite the great house with breaches, and the little house with cliffs, man. So just when you you think you're up, you're gonna be falling down. You're gonna fall down, man. Right? You'd be teeter-tottering, right? So, yeah, and that's a very uneasy feeling. You don't know if you're gonna fall, you're gonna stay alive, shall horses run upon the rock, right? Will one plow there with oxen, right? No, you're dead. The Lord come and smite you. How can you ride your horse that'll run across the rocks? Of course, if a horse can run across rocks, but a person who's alive has to do it. But if you're dead, you can't do it. You can't plow your ox because you're dead. And if everybody in your house get killed, or if the Lord allows a multitude to be killed, then that's a multitude of people who's not going to wake up and do such and such and do so and so and have this and have that, and I'm going to go to on this flight and make this kind of money, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to do this next year, right? Like the Lord say that you're not supposed to do, right? So it says judgment. For ye have turned judgment, Salakia, into gall, right? You done pissed the Lord off, man. The Lord is pissed off. You have turned his judgment into gall, right? And the fruit of righteousness into Himalak, right? So it's not good, man. Not good, right? It says this is Amos 6 and 13. Ye which rejoice in a thing of naught. See, it's a vain thing for you to praise Allah, do all these different things, and mostly I'm just speaking to the Israelites who were there, whether you know that you're Israelite or not. If you're Israelite foreigners and you didn't know you were Israelite, whether you look like an Israelite or you don't look like an Israelite, but you're still an Israelite, right? Your phenotype may look like another nation, but your bloodline goes back to Israel. It doesn't even matter. You were doing a thing, you were rejoicing in a thing of not, and dropped dead. A lot of them, but there's a lot of still some Israelites out there that probably didn't take heed. That's not it. That ain't the God, right? Right? Because the only thing he could say is they were unauthorized pilgrims, but he didn't say, hey, maybe they were wicked men and Allah smited them. Well, I'm gonna tell you they were wicked men, and Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, smited them, because it's His will, right? Because He could do that. Which say we have not taken to us horns which say we have not taken to us horns by our own strength. Right? You think you're endowed with something else. You think somehow you're smart, you're intelligent, or you may say Allah did it, right? Allah got you all your great wealth, but then you're not saying that Allah killed all these people, right? Because why Allah didn't have the power to make sure that people didn't die of this heat stroke or heat exhaustion or whatever it is, right? Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thus mayest be wise in thy latter end, right? We're in the latter days. You want to be wise in your latter end, man, right? Going across a hot-ass desert, wearing some super black shawls with a bazillion other people, million, whatever, how many ever million it was, walking in this heat, unprepared, all this other stuff, and not to mention a rock that fell from the sky, and because it was glowing for a long time, which because it came into the atmosphere, and of course it was hot, right? Of course it was burning. It was hot. It came out of the atmosphere. It was burning this thing, and they think because it was glowing like that, God was inside there, right? So why ain't it glowing now, right? When is it gonna glow again, right? You needed it to glow again to save those 1,300 people, right? I mean, the world is in calamity. Won't it start glowing right now? Because the world is definitely in calamity. Esau is constantly shooting at you, Ishmaelites, or you Arabs, right? The mixed people, right? And you need that rock to glow and do something. Call on Allah and have Allah do something to this. But no, Ishmael is a wild man, and that's about all you got, man. Right? So it says that you may be wise, and that thus may it be wise in thy latter end. There are many devices in a man's heart. Mind, lob is your mind, your thoughts, basically. It's talking about your mind. It says, nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that shall stand, right? So if the Lord say He's going to smite 1,301 people in one day, hey, that's just what it is, right? The desire of a man is his kindness, and that's ultimately that's all you got in this life, man. Right? If I don't have money, I don't have anything, I at least have my kindness, man. And you try to show forth that and show respect for every man. The Lord said, hey, live peaceable if possible, right? I ain't just because you're a heathen, whatever, I'm not gonna go over there and try to jack you up or do anything like that, right? If it's possible, hey, man, you go on your day, how you doing? Good morning, good day, whatever. Go about your business. What is this? They say shalom. Some say salam, right? Some say shalom, right? And then we say shalom or whatever. Go about your business. It is what it is, right? You know what I mean? And a poor man is better than a liar, right? And that's the last thing we need is BS, lies, this and that, because the world's already full of lies. Gross darkness to people, man. Oh, it's full of lies. For the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai tendeth to life, right? You're gonna live longer. See, You got to put claim on who the Lord is, not going over there to Mecca, right? Dying off on some madness. And he that haveth it shall abide. What? Satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. And hey, and everybody dropping dead at one time. That's an evil, meaning what? A bad time, right? Yeah. So this is James chapter 4 verse 13. It says, "Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain," right? And that's ultimately, hey, I'm gonna go to Mecca. I'm gonna praise to Allah. We're gonna go do this, and then after we get done, we're gonna go over to basically wherever. I don't know what to say, you know, and we're gonna meet a couple other brothers, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna have this great time at Mecca, and then 1,300 of you drop dead. You whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, right? You won't know what's coming tomorrow. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what your next moment is, really, truly. For what is your life, right? What is your life, right? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and vanisheth, right? Yeah, the Lord said, hey, you're just merely dust. You're just here for a moment, and you're gonna live, you're gonna die, and that's it. The Most High in His Word, abideth forever. That's it, right? For Yahweh, for that ye ought to say, if Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will, we will live, right? Hey, you gotta, we will live, right? If the Lord would allow us, we will live. But see, you're speaking the wrong Lord. You're gonna say, hey, if Allah will, no. If Yahweh Bashem Yahushai willeth, we will live and do this or do that. Hey, now that makes sense, right? But a lot of them are heathens, so of course, that's to be expected. But you Israelite foreigners who's amongst them, whether you know or you don't know that your bloodline goes back to Israel, you're going off. You're going off completely, right? Yeah, so this is Psalms 103, verse 14. For he knoweth our frame, right? Which he is Yahweh, right? Matter of fact, let's go up one. It says, like as a father pitieth his children, so Yahweh Bashem Yahushai pitieth them that fear him, right? The Lord's going to pity the ones that fear him. You're not going to be going to Mecca looking for some pity. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord said, hey, you all gotta go all at one time, right? The Lord said, one sparrow fall, or many sparrows, and you're worth more than many sparrows, especially if you're an Israelite, especially if you fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Like as a father pitieth his children, so Yahweh pitieth them that fear him. So if you fear Yahweh, man, he most definitely would have pity on you. For he knoweth our frame, he remembereth, right? Because he say he number the hairs of your head. He remembereth that we are dust. We're just nothing. We're just dust, man. You're nothing. As for a man, right? 15. Psalms 103:15. For as man, his days are as grass, as the flowers of the field, so he fadeth. Right? You live, you die, you're gonna fade away, man. To go over there to Mecca and go praise the goddamn rock, call on Allah, hey, that's in your pride, man. And that's even like a lot of you jakes that's here in America. You do that for the goodies, man. You do that for the benefits, especially when you're in prison. It's beneficial because it's a lot of them. They put forth money. They got a lot of protection or whatever. So it's better for you to fall under that. That's why you have a bunch of gang niggas. So somehow under you're in prison and under Allah, somehow you can get along. But as soon as you leave prison, you go back to banging Crip and Blood and all this other nonsense, man. Or you still be saying it. Right? I've seen them say, "Oh yeah, praise be to Allah," and swoop all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? So for the wind passeth over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more. See, you're gonna live and you're gonna die, and you ain't even gonna be known that you even lived anymore. But hey, the judgment went out from the Most High. Yeah, so it's Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 14. Then answered I and said, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them that perish. See, a lot more is going to perish than them which shall be saved. Right? Right? That was just a small dose of how the Lord can destroy a multitude. Right? The Lord is definitely getting on his what was the thing called Death Note. You know what I mean? He's definitely on his because the original Death Note is the Bible, man, right? And the Lord said he could destroy multitudes, man. It's nothing to the Most High, right? All at one time, and he's showing you, right? What was it? 3,000 that died in that, and the thing that collapsed over there, and all at one time. I mean, thousands of people died on the bridge over there in I can't remember. Was that Baltimore? Wherever it was, where they hit the bridge with the boat. I mean, things are just happening right now, man. The Lord is dealing, right? So, like as a wave is greater than a drop. See, a lot more people gonna drop dead, man. So we ain't seen nothing yet, right? And he answered me and said, like as the field is, so is also the seed, and as the flower be, such are the colors also. So it said, like flowers, colors. The flowers come in, they get burnt up, they fade away. The colors fade with it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be beautiful forever, right? Everything's not gonna be what they call it, peachy keen forever. Everything's not gonna be on the up and up forever, right? Also, such as the workmen, right? Cause you're this, you're that. I'm gonna go to Mecca. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go do all these great things. Hey, but you don't know. Hey, you better search the God of this Bible, right? And then get the proper understanding. is such also is the work, right? The workman, he was a workman. You worked, but you died. Guess what? Your work is gone. Once he's gone, the work is gone, right? The production's gone, right? And as the husbandman, right? Someone to work a field, they're out there planting seed, doing things, working in the field, is himself, so is his husbandry, right? Now nobody's planting, no one's trimming and the hedges and what do you call it? Pruning, yeah, Slovakia. Yeah, no one's pruning it to make sure that, it's being trimmed so it can grow in its fullness. Also is it also, for it was the time of the world. Say, now we're coming to the time of the end of the world. So now we're coming to that time that the world is coming to an end. The world has to come to an end also, right? And now when I prepared the world which was not yet made, even for them that dwell in that now liveth, no man spake against me. Right? So before the world was made, ain't no one spoke because there was no one in existence. Now all of a sudden, the world's about to end. Things are going this and that. Now people, oh wait, well, how can God be loving? How can He be this? How can He be that? Hey, there was a time for then everyone obeyed, right? So there was a time when everybody obeyed the Most High, right? But now the manners of them which are created, right? You're all just a creation of the Most High. So you know what I mean? He can let you live, or kill you, toss you away. It's nothing. He created you, right? He has power. He's a potter. He has power over the clay to make one vessel to honor and the other one to dishonor. He can do these things. That's what He does. And especially for you Israelites, right? You're going to get punishment, man. You're going over to Mecca. You're trying to do all these different things. Hey, don't be surprised. It wasn't a great multitude of them were Israelites, or actual literally legitimate Israelites. Maybe they knew, maybe they didn't know. I don't know. Right? For then every man obeyed, but now the manner of them which are created in this world, right, when we live in now, when Esau Edom is ruling, that is made are corrupted, right, by Esau Edom and their own vain thoughts and opinions, by a perpetual seed, right, which is wicked, and by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves, right? So you're gonna allow yourself to be punished. So I consider the world, and behold, there was perils because of the devices that were come into it, right? So all these different devices that ultimately just allows you to sin, right? So I saw and spread it greatly, and have kept me a grape of a cluster, and planted of a great people, which are the Israelites. See? And the elect at that, the elect of Israel, right? Let the multitude perish, right? So hey, it's gonna be a great. So we're not even. That's just a small dose, right? It's gonna be let the multitude perish then, which were born in vain, and let my grape be kept, right? Which is the elect of the nation of Israel, not everybody, not the church, right? It's only the nation of Israel, and the nation of Israel, the ones that know what's going on, right? Which will be the elect, right? My grape be kept, and my plant for with great labor have I made it perfect. Hey, and the world's gonna go back to being Idon or Eden, right? Idon, right? With the Israelites ruling over the sons of God, right? Just like Adam was sons of God. Yah was it Shaal, Prince, Shar, Yah, meaning he, Shar, Prince, Allah, God, right? Going into, basically, because if God's the Father, He's the King, He's the Father, He's the King. That King has a son, and that son is a prince. So Yah, He, Prince of Allah, right? So the power, right? The real, you know what I'm saying? We're the prince of the real power, which is Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, and going to be made perfect. So call Volume Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai Basham Rakak Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles in Connecticut, the elder bishops, the priests, the teachers, the evangelists in the four winds, preaching the truth for sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To you sisters, you Akwathim, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and a Bible ball.